Hello and welcome to this mid-morning taste challenge. It's a breezier than it should be day, muggy, overcast. I don't know. It just seemed like bad weather coming. It's not here. It's just ominous. But anyway, I have two Irish whiskeys, not blended, because one is single grain. This is proper number 12 triple distilled Irish whiskey, aged 4 years in ex-bourbon barrels. Don't know whose bourbon barrels. It's produced in Ireland for Proximo Spirits, the Jose Cuervo company. A lot of people don't realize that Proximo Spirits is Jose Cuervo, and they were the ones who got this done. I know it was started by a sports celebrity, true story, but he couldn't get this going on his own. He didn't own a distillery, so he collaborated with Proximo Spirits, Cuervo, and so they got it going. Then last year they cut their ties with him. They said, too much trouble with him. So it's like he's got a bad reputation, so they wanted to get away from him. Anyway, proper number 12, still very popular on the shelves. They make an apple flavored version, which I've never tried. 80 proof, 40% alcohol. It's I paid $26.99 for this bottle. I can still find it for $26.99. It's aged 4 years in ex-bourbon barrels. Ex-bourbon. That's American whiskey. I don't know whose bourbon barrels they're using. Sean says, hi, how are you, bro? I'm fine, Sean. Thanks for watching. So that's a very popular modern whiskey from 7 years ago, introduced 7 years ago. Okay, real cork, not a twist cap, real cork. Put this away. Here's the competitor, the Busker Single Grain. Introduced way back 5 years ago in 2020. So it's a new one, an NKOTB, a new kid on the block. You're welcome. What Irish whiskey is your favorite? I can't say that I have a favorite, honestly. They're all very good. I guess two gingers, since it's $14.99 and it tastes great, right? You get a great flavor and a great price. So I guess I'd have to vote for that. But these are interesting. Now, this one I'm not too thrilled with. It's single grain. So they take their triple distilled, the Busker Green label, from Royal Oak Distillery. It says Royal Oak Distillery Limited in Carlow, Ireland. I don't know where Carlow is. It's imported by Disaronno International. I guess that's the parent company, Disaronno. They make a lot of liqueurs. So they probably own Royal Oak Distillery. Most of these companies are not independent, but that's not my purpose right now to talk about that. But Disaronno is big around the world, right? So single grain. I don't think it tastes too good. I think that's the reason they blend these products, because on its own, it's kind of, all right, it's higher proof. So they just don't bring it down to the 80 proof. They bring it down to 88.6 or 44.3% alcohol. Now, I only paid $10 for this. Walmart probably had a very bad record of sales, so they sold it for $10. And I took advantage of that. And this runs for over $40 a bottle, $40 per bottle. So I don't know where Carlow, Ireland is. I know Ireland and Louisiana is about the same size. And Ireland's mostly flat with some hills, and Louisiana's mostly flat with some hills. And Ireland gets a lot of rain and humid weather, and Louisiana gets a lot of rain and humid weather. But we're more like warm and humid, and they're more like cold and chilly and humid, normally. So, and then Ireland's divided into two parts: Northern Ireland, which is a British province still today, and the Republic of Ireland with their own president. Louisiana is only one unit with one single governor. But anyway, all right. This is very pale. You can see it's pale straw. It's like straw in a barn. No coloring added, obviously. This one has a little amber hue to it. So it may have a little caramel color added, honestly, but I don't know that, but I assume that. Okay. I prefer the Irish whiskeys that are pale and don't have coloring added. I like the ones that are the way they're supposed to look. But anyway, I'm not going to stress the case. So haven't really been enjoying this one, but I only paid $10. So what the heck? Here's the I'll show you the websites. So proper number 12, they say it's the finest single malt. It's single malt, but it's only $26.99. Uh-huh. And it's ex-bourbon barrels. Once again, it's only $26.99. I don't know, it doesn't make a whole lot. Anyway, it seemed like it'd be $200 and something if it was the finest, but oh well, you know how marketing is. I'm not ridiculing it because it does. I just think they went overboard with that. Like very good single malt and very good bourbon. I could go along with that, but the finest, that means it's unrivaled. There's nothing better. Come on, man. But anyway, I do agree that they're saying that it's a complex, relatively complex Irish whiskey, smooth and best enjoyed neat. Now, this is the funniest part. Best enjoyed neat on the rocks or in your favorite cocktail. Where else would you enjoy it? Either you're drinking it neat, meaning room temperature with no water or added, or on the rocks over ice, or in your favorite cocktail. Well, I guess they could have said, with a little water added. Okay, so they don't talk about adding a little water, so that's a bad way to do it. Here's the Busker. That's the new bottle. See, this is the new bottle. I don't have the new. This just came out about a year ago. That's the new one. All right. A little different bottle. Actually, quite different. But beautiful glass. Boy, wouldn't you love to get that glass? But we handpick the finest spirits. Once again, the finest spirits, and mature them carefully in carefully selected bourbon casks from the United States of America and rare marsala casks from Sicily's historic Florio 1833 distillery. Matured and finished in bourbon casks and marsala casks. So they're aging it in bourbon barrels and then it off in marsala casks. And I like marsala. Now people say, well, marsala is for cooking. People use marsala to cook with. It's true. This is true. Suggestions: neat or on the rocks. So I'm having it neat, room temperature. But I think marsala is good on its own. If you just sip it on its own, it's good. Now, you could laugh at that or whatever. I don't care. But I do like marsala on its own. I even like vermouth on its own. Red or white vermouth. Now, people say, oh, you're crazy. That's spiced wine used for cocktail. I know what it is, but I like it on its own. There's a single malt. There is a single pot still. Oh, they're doing components to make the blend and selling them separately. And then there's the blended. So if you want the most developed version of the Busker, get this one, the blended. Because it is all three put together. Now there's the distillery. Even tours, but tours during the scamdemic, but maybe they give tours today again. You could check them out. Look at all the barrels. It's a beautiful looking facility. I'd love to visit it, but probably never go to Ireland since I can't stand being on a plane that long. One day I want to try Irish Polten. Did you ever try it? Poitin. Do you ever mix your whiskey with cola? No, never. I don't know what that is. All right. I can't look down because if I glance down and I see that pale straw, I notice that Busker Single Grain. So do I feel like I got the greatest deal in the world on the Busker? Yes, I know I got the greatest deal in the world. $10 a bottle, and it's like $48, $49, $43. Best to believe I got a great deal. Yeah, smell like cereal grain. Same old story, right? This smells like nothing. It's like a vacancy. It's like, now they're saying on their website they use grain spirits. Okay, so what's that? You take corn, you ferment it, then you immediately distill it into a pure alcohol. You say vodka. All right. But you see, vodka can never touch wood. It can never come into contact with wood because then it would be whiskey. So you take the grain spirit and then you let it rest in wood for, at least 3 or 4 years with this Busker. And then you finish it in oak barrels, and then you finish it in marsala barrels, and now you've got whiskey. So is whiskey related to vodka? It's related to grain vodka. Certainly. You could take the same thing, corn. You ferment it, let it ferment. It turns into like a beer, but no hops, so it's all sugar. Then you distill it. Now, what do you do with the distillate? Okay, let's say you take 50% of the distillate and you immediately bottle it. Well, you filter it. Well, you might distill that distillate and distill that distillate, and you keep distilling it. You're losing. You do it 4 times, and now you got pure grain alcohol, and you filter it through charcoal, let's say 4 times. And you bottle it. That's vodka. Now, the other half, you take that, you don't filter it. You just put it straight in an oak barrel. Let it sit there for 3 years. In Ireland, let's say it's Ireland. Now you take it out the barrel and you charcoal filter it to get the sediment out. Then you bottle it. Now that's Irish whiskey. You say, well, you started with the same product. That's right. Corn, maize, if you live in Europe. So I think on aroma, that is the Busker, because it got no aroma. Let's go with the taste. Well, I'm going to call it now. I'm going to say there's no way this is not the proper number 12. Oh, I screwed up. That's the Busker. Well, jumped the gun on that. So that puts me at it's so stupid because I got to tasted it and got an easy win. So that puts me at 9 wins, 5 losses. Hey, well, you got to blame me on that one. Oh, Poitin is an Irish spirit. Okay. So I got it wrong, and I didn't even taste it, but that's my own presumptuousness and stupidness. Well, actually, it does have a little vanilla flavor, honestly, and a little honey. So maybe I would have gotten it wrong, but I can't imagine. There's no single malt in it, no copper pot still grain whiskey or barley whiskey, unmalted. Oh, well, too bad for you. It does seem to have a little bit more body, being 44.3% alcohol. There's the honey. Okay, well, it just breaks down. It gets worse. It gets worse, worse. So I'm laughing to try to cover up my tears. 9 wins, 5 losses. Try to cover up my tears. The tears of a clown. Da, 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 da. And I feel that way. You know how you feel right now? Well, I'll tell you what, I feel worse. But I'm not going to blame it on the rain. We don't have any rain today. I'm going to blame it on me. But honestly, I just think I might have gotten it wrong. I'll tell you what, these blind taste challenges can shock you to the core. It can really shock you because you think going in, you're thinking, oh yeah, it's going to be so clear cut. Then you start tasting them, and it's like, what? This has no aroma, you know. And that's what got me right there, no aroma. But there it is. I mean, it's clear. I poured it. It's darker. It's obviously the proper number 12. Well, now I can taste that grain, that cereal grain. It's got a little harshness on the backside of it. Yeah, next week I'll probably won't be back till next week on these lives, but next week to finish it up, I've got that Eyed and Stills produced only for sales at Trader Joe's stores. Not Trader Joe's, Total Wine and More. Sorry about that. Trader Joe's does have an Irish special whiskey, but I think that could be a very serious challenge. I think that the proper number 12 and the Eyed and Stills could be a very close run thing. If it's close, that means Eyed and Stills wins because that was $17.99 as opposed to $26.99. But could be tough. So this one did shock me this morning because I thought the Busker Single Grain is going to be a fiasco, a disaster. It's going to be nasty. And maybe it breathed. Maybe this cap is not totally sealing it. And I know it's not. Maybe getting aerated helped it. I think it did help it. Didn't hurt it. So what I recommend it? Well, I'd recommend it for $10. Because that's what I paid. Can you believe that? $10 plus tax at Walmart. Hard to get over. But the normal price, oh, you don't want to see the normal price. You don't want to see that. You'd be aggravated if you saw that price. Joe Cobb says sometimes a bit of oxidation helps a whiskey. It changes the taste over time. I think that was the case here because when I first popped this open, it had a real off-putting, like overly vanilla, kind of bitey, like vanilla and like taste. And I was like, man, this stuff's no good. No wonder they got rid of it for $10, you know, even though it's like $50 for a bottle, or $47, which I would never dream of paying for that. But now as air has gotten into it and it's settled down, and maybe this humidity around here, because our humidity is crazy. And I keep my windows open a lot. I like fresh air. It's bad for the wood in the house. One day this house will rot away. I have to just have it demolished or something. I don't know. But I don't care because I'd rather have fresh air. I can't live inside air conditioning. All cooped up. I can't take it. Even in the wintertime when it's cold, I'll have the windows open, you know. But I think the air did improve it. I think the air improved it. Have I ever tried any sherried scotch? Sherry scotch. I probably have had a few, yes, that were finished in sherry barrels. Not too many, but a few. I might have some here, but it's not too common. Scotch finished in sherry barrels. Yeah. I could see how that could. I had some finished in mezcal barrels. Mezcal of all things. It was distinct. It was unique and very good. It's all gone now. They had illegal mezcal, and they finished it in illegal mezcal. I'm sorry, they had Dewar's. Everybody knows Dewar's. Dewar's blended Scotch, but they finished it in illegal mezcal barrels. Oh, that thing was dynamite, dynamite, dynamite. It's so good. It was just like an explosion of flavor, but it's all gone. Glen Dronick, Glen Farkless. Those are single malts. I never had those, but I'd like to. So the Busker, here's my advice. Buy it, crack it open, sample a little bit of it, but then set it on the shelf. I got to call somebody back. Hold on a second. Somebody calling me. I'll call him right. I told him I'll call him right back. So buy a bottle. If you really want to pay $50, I wouldn't do it. I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't pay $50. I got it for $10. Okay, I wouldn't pay for it. But if you insist, buy it. Crack it open, sip a little bit of it, then put the rest back, cap it. It's not going to seal it that tight. It's just an aluminum cap, so it's not going to be airtight. You can forget that. And then live in a humid area like I live. If you live in Arizona, it's not going to work, but maybe it'll work better. But and then let the humid air interact with the whiskey, and it'll be a lot better. I just think that's true. And we get a lot of warm air, So a lot of Scotch I'd like to try, but I'm not going to get into the habit of paying $100 to $150 a bottle. Even if I was rich, I'd have a hard time justifying it. Oh yeah, I can afford it. I have the money, but I'm not doing it. Like I saw that doggone what's the name of that product? I'm just saying, I'm not going to pretend like I don't have the money. I'm not going to. I don't go around poor mouthing like I don't have it. I can't afford it. That's a lie. I don't think people should get on the internet and be lying. I could afford it, but I'm not going to buy it like that. The one from what's the name of that? It's a famous Scotch whiskey. James Buchanan. The Buchanan's Red Cap. Oh, that thing is like $200 a bottle. Now they talking about how it's the best, it's the greatest, it's fabulous. I agree, it's probably really good, but man, when I saw that the last time I saw it, I saw that price tag and I thought, ooh, I can't do it. I can't do it. But but like I said, I could do it. I could do it. I wouldn't be short on money. I wouldn't be like suffering later in the month. Or how am I going to pay my bills? I could just do it, but I was like, I don't want to do it. I remember you telling me you knew a guy that would buy these pricey bottles, but not drink them, just collect them. Oh yeah, he's still alive. He lives in another town, more closer to up the river, closer to Baton Rouge. And I told him, I said, Mr. Bruce, you must love bourbon, huh? Oh no, he said, I don't drink bourbon. I just buy the bottles and save them. He never opens them. And I'm looking at him like, what? He said, yeah, Ron, I've been doing that for over 50 years. And this was like 8 years ago. So he's been doing that since like 1968. And I'm looking at him like, what are you talking about? He said, I have a whole bedroom. It's just full of whiskey bottles. He said, about once a month, I buy one and I just set it there. And he buys like the most expensive ones. Like he goes to this local store here and they got his name on a list. So if something special comes in, like Eagle Rare, Double Eagle, they'll call him. They're like, well, it is $1,700 a bottle. Oh yeah, I'll buy it. You just take it and put it in the room, never open it. I want to tell him next time I see him, can I get on your inheritance list that I could just inherit all your bourbon bottles? I mean, it's unreal. It is absolutely, but it's the truth because he does it. Now, does the store think it's strange? They probably think it's strange. I'm sure they don't care. He's buying it. his money's good. He writes a check or his debit card, it goes through. So, hey, yeah, it's a hobby. It's a major hobby. I actually drink my products, but maybe I'm the weirdo. All right. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. Sorry I got it wrong, but that's the way it goes. Let me call this person back, and I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.